Hello everybody, I'm Jackie K. Cooper, and my entertainment rundown for today is a review of the film The Visitor. Now, this is a quote horror film, and I say I don't like horror films. I don't like gory, slashy, bloody horror films, but if they're psychological horror films, sometimes I like them a lot. I mean, I've seen some good horror films in the past that were psychological thrillers. And this one had the potential. It was a story about a young couple. They had been living in London. Had been raised in London, and they moved to a southern state where she inherited a home when her father died. And so they're there, and things began to start acting funny as soon as they arrive. Like the townspeople say, "Oh, we're so glad you're back." Of course, he's never been there before, and so he's thinking, "Well, they're talking about my wife because she was raised here." And then in their house, he discovers a portrait of a man sitting in a chair who looks just like him. And then he goes different places, and he keeps seeing other pictures and portraits of a man who looks just like him. So that kind of starts the creepy, psychological, Southern Gothic type of atmosphere. But it just didn't go anywhere. I kept thinking this is going to be one of those movies I'm going to say, "Oh, this is great," like Carrie or something like that. That really was, held me, and I wanted to see it over and over. But it wasn't. The film stars Finn Jones, who I didn't know from anything, hadn't seen him before. Jessica McNamee, never saw her before. Both of them, they're good in their roles. I just wasn't familiar with them. I think Finn Jones was in Game of Thrones, and I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I don't know anything about him. The film is rated, it's not rated, but it has profanity and violence, and I scored it 4 out of 10. Sorry, I was thinking it could be a great psychological thriller, but to make a good horror movie that satisfies is hard. And this one just didn't satisfy. At least it didn't satisfy me. And that's a requirement. Acting was okay. The setting was good. The southern town kind of made everybody in the South look crazy. But anyway, that was the story. But it could have come together. Didn't do it. But this has been Jackie K. Cooper's Entertainment Rundown with a review of the film The Visitor.